After the shoulder, we are going to use your elbow for your passive range of motion exercises. And Mrs. Salangad, this is please note on the hand placement. Hands under the shoulders, under the elbows, and hands on his hands. And Dr. Salangad, are you comfortable putting your hands up?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now we are going to flex his elbow, hands underneath, hand underneath his hands, and hands underneath his elbow. Now we're gonna flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're in this position. Now we want to see the extension of his elbows. Now this is the starting point of elbow extension. 1, 2, 3. Now putting your arms back to a neutral position that's comfortable for you. And with that, you would want to do 5 to 10 reps, and it's pending on Dr. Salangad's elbow pain and his muscle pain, and you continue the motion based on his pain. Thank you. Hi, Dr. Salangad. One of our last passive range of motion exercises, Mrs. Salangad, please note the hands on the elbow and the other hand on the other hand, and we'll start by please rotate your hand towards the end so you will see the back of your hand. Now this is the starting point for supination. Okay. Now we will turn slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do pronation, but this is the starting point with your palms up. Now we want to see the back of your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mrs. Salangad, again, when starting supination, you start turn your hand again. This is when you start for supination. You want to see the back of the hand first, and then you end with the palms up. 1, 2. And for pronation, you start with the palms up and turn to see the back of the hand. 2, 3, and I will put your hand down, and you want to do a 5 to 10 reps, and it's pending on Dr. Salangad's pain threshold if you want to continue the motion or not. Thank you. Hi, Dr. Salangad. We are going to work with your wrist right now, and with this time, Mrs. Salangad, the elbow is supported by the armrest, and you can hold on to the hands, and put your thumb here so you'll see the actual flexing of the wrist. Okay, now we're gonna start. Flex your wrist. 1. Okay, am I hurting me? 2, 3. With the same sets, 5 to 10, and pending on Dr. Salangad's pain for that day. Now I would like you to turn your hand so you will see the back. And now we're going to extend your wrist. Put your hand right here and wrist supporting. Now we're going to extend. Okay, now towards your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same reps, 5 to 10, and we look in Dr. Salangad's pain for the day. Thank you. Dr. Salangad, this is our last passive range of motion exercises that we do for our wrist. Okay, will be the radial deviation and the ulnar deviation. We will start with the radial deviation first, but with the positioning, this is the best positioning for Dr. Salangad. Everything is everything is stable, and he will not have to deal with gravity having his arm extending this way, and then we'll actually focus more on the wrist. So now put your hands at least on around the bicep area just to see him, or you can just hold his hand. And now we're gonna do a deviation, and we're using the table to help us move, and the table's helping us to have the arms supported. So now we're going to do the radial deviation going towards the body. Is that heard? Shall I continue? 2, 3, 4. Relax. So the main thing to know about the radial deviation is the hand, the thumb is ending up pointing towards him. See? Okay, now we're going to do the ulnar deviation, and this is away from our body. Tell me when you're hurting. I'm gonna hold my hands around the thumb and pull away from the body. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Mrs. Salangan again, 5 to 10 reps, and it's depending on Dr. Salangan's pain for that day. Thank you. Dr. Salangan, with our range of motion, passive range of motion exercise, one of our last parts is our hands, and we're going to start with our hands, palms facing up, both hands too, and we are going to flex your fingers. Notice it's the arm is supported by the wheelchair and the table, so we will solely focus on the fingers. Versus with Dr. Salangan trying to stabilize this against gravity. First method of fingers flexing, we'll use going up. Just use the fingers right here, and hold on to the hands as well. 1, flex, 2, flex. Another option to flex these fingers is with one. We can do it one by one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to extend your fingers, and I would like you to turn your arm over. We can also do this. Put our hands underneath. Don't forget the soft fingers. Raise your hand for me. Put it towards the shoulder. 1, 2. This is a very limited motion. You can try also with one finger at a time. So again, 5 to 10 reps for both flexion, either all fingers or one finger, and extension, either one finger or all fingers. Thank you. We are going to work on your thumb. This is a very tricky finger. I want your hand to be, this is your neutral, where your elbow and your forearm is supported by the table. And now take your, Mrs. Salangan, just take your two fingers and put your thumb right here as well, and then we can flex it. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you see, Dr. Salangan doesn't have much movement. Now we're gonna see if we can extend his thumb. Okay, do it this way, the same way. Use the thumb as a guide. Extend. extend. Do you see the difference there? Dr. Salangad can barely flex, but he can extend. So 10 times this way. Do not press it, just guide it as much as you can. And Dr. Salangad, please tell us if you're hurting. Once again, flex, extend. Now we are going to adduct and adduct your arm, your thumb, and your neutral position is the same way. Hand, elbow supported by the table, and just in case, the wheelchair mat is also right here. And I want your hand to be, and this is your neutral part of the hand, palms in the middle. Basically, you're giving yourself palms in the middle. So you're basically giving yourself a hug. You're about to hug someone. Now, I want you to put your thumb in a neutral position, and then now we are going to abduct. Your passive range of motion exercise. So away from the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to put it back, but this is your starting point for adduction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Remember, abduction is going away from the body, from a starting point from the inside your body. 1, 2, 3. And when you stop, putting back to your body. This is your starting point for adduction. The outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for letting me perform passive range of motion exercises with you today for you. You suffered CVA or a stroke and left you with a left-sided weakness, and I've taught Ms. Salangad what she needs to do, and please tell her when you're hurting, and she will stop the movement. And Mrs. Salangad, what's your biggest takeaway from this?
Thank you very much for demonstrating, showing to me the different kinds of motion. I'll surely continue it in this everyday exercises. Thank you.
And she wants you to get stronger. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next treatment.
Okay.